But first, the continued chaos caused by yesterday's snowfall. Thousands of passengers were stranded at London's airports after heavy snow grounded planes. There's also been disruption on the roads and to rail services, and it's set to continue as more snow is forecast in and around London during tomorrow night's rush hour, as Margaret Fjord now reports.
Still grounded at a frozen Heathrow airport. There have been no arrivals today and just a handful of planes have departed from Terminals 3 and 5. BAA is trying to clear snow not only from the runways but also from 200 aircraft stands. For stranded passengers, it's been a weekend of misery, camped out at the airport waiting for flights to resume. This couple should be jetting away to get married. They've been told they won't fly before Tuesday.
If we get there, we're only supposed to be there for 5 days to get residency, and if we don't get there on time, we won't be getting married.
Last night, thousands slept on terminal floors, huddled under makeshift blankets. Many of them are facing another night of discomfort and frustration at not knowing when they'll get away.
I feel trapped. It's, there is no way out. You can come in, but you can't leave here.
We've been stranded here now for 48 hours. We're supposed to fly to Cairo to operate on patients, and there is no information. It's a medical trip, and everything has been cancelled. Nobody has given us any information.
There were major delays on the M25 when a tanker overturned, closing a section of the motorway. But the rest of London's transport network has coped well in the severe weather. Today, most tube and bus routes have been operating with minimum disruption, and the main roads are being gritted around the clock. But with a dip in temperature to -9 tonight, travel conditions could worsen. Most rail companies have managed to run a fairly normal Sunday service. However, there has been some disruption on South West trains and First Capital Connect. And with temperatures set to plummet tonight, commuters are being urged to check before they travel tomorrow morning.
Well, ice is always a great risk, and what we've got to do is make sure that the 38 gritters that we have on the road network are out gritting throughout the night. They will be doing so. We've got to make sure that our trains are out spraying de-icing fluid all night on our open sections of the tube system. But 55% of the tube system is above ground, so we'll be concentrating obviously on that area. So I'm confident that people won't have to wait long in the morning, and we'll get people off to a good start to the week.
More snow is forecast for tomorrow evening's rush hour, causing further disruption to commuters and those hoping to get away for Christmas. Margaret Fjord, London Tonight.
Well, our reporter Nick Thatcher is at Heathrow Airport now with the latest on the disruption. Now, Nick, are passengers going anywhere tonight?
Well, there is some good news of sorts. Within the past few minutes, a Virgin Atlantic plane has left Heathrow, but this is one of only a handful of departures today. And I have to stress, this is an airport still very much in shutdown. Services aren't likely to resume in number before tomorrow morning at least, and the disruption then, because of the backlog, is likely to continue for many days to come. Well, within the past half hour, I've spoken to Andrew Teacher of BAA, that's the operator for Heathrow. He said obviously the problem today has been the snow overnight, and for the morning it will be the plummeting temperatures and the ice.
The problem we're going to have tonight is that we're facing temperatures of -9 and tomorrow morning currently it's looking like being about -6 come 9 a.m. So the problem we need to really overcome is the ice on the runways and the ice on the taxiways. There is going to be severe disruption for the next few days. We're not going to be fully operational for a couple more days yet.
Well, they've been able to clear the north runway, they're trying to clear the southern runway and the parking aircraft stands, but there's about 200 of those and they each have about 30 tonnes of snow, so it's a huge task. For the passengers inside who are waiting to get away, well, they are getting increasingly frustrated. I was in Terminal 4 in the past 2 hours, and you literally step over bodies on the ground underneath those 4 blankets. Many people there bedding down for the night. It's been a slightly better story for the other airports, especially at Gatwick, where services are getting back to normal. Luton, Stansted and London City Airport, all running with cancellations and delays. But the advice is always, don't leave home before you checked with your airline that your flight is going to leave.
OK, Nick, thank you very much indeed. In other news.